Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be talking to you guys about vaping. So I vape pretty frequently. I've been doing it for about 4 or 5 months now. And yeah, so today I'm just going to be using my Air Factory Berry Rush 3 milligram nicotine level. And it just looks like that. Yeah. So I love this flavor. This is one of my favorite go-tos. It doesn't go through too fast because if you look at the color, let me see if if you look at the color, it should be like a little, like an orange, a little bit yellowy tinted. That just tells you how much glycerol is in it. So vegetable glycerol. So the more vegetable glycerol in it, usually the more like yellowy it looks, and it's usually thicker, and it usually like empties a lot slower out of your tank. So the mod that I have today is the Vupu Drag right here, and it just looks like that. It's pretty beaten up, but this thing is sturdy, guys. I've dropped this entire system on the ground, in my car, on the side of my car, everywhere. In my workplace, it's fallen out of my pockets onto cement. Yeah, this thing holds up. Before buying one of these, I would check different places, because this entire system that I have going on, the tank, the mod, and the tip, I paid $175 from E-Cig of Charleston, and I went to this other place, like 450 Vape and Smoke, and he would have sold it to me for 79 bucks, and he was like, what is wrong with you? Why would you pay that much? I'm just like, I didn't know. Like, that was my first time buying a vape. So I actually have another vape in my car, and the mod is actually like a tube. Like, it's just like this. There's not this big old thing, and the tank for it is about the same size too. But it's just a smaller gadget, and you pull differently on it. So first of all, then you want to look at your RDA. What type of tank do you have? And I think mine is a RDA, I believe. And then I have a Falcon tank, and it just looks like this. It looks so cute. And then a tip. You just get a tip. My last tip was actually kind of big for it. This is actually a different tip, but the last one would like fall off if anything would hit it and stuff. This one has not fallen off yet, and I've had this in so many different positions and done so many different things with it. So so what I like to do is, when I vape, ooh, you can see all my ugliness. When I vape, I like to vape on 80. That's as high as it can go with this type of tank. That's what it takes. You can always read the box when you buy your tank and see what it takes, like what as high as you can vape on, the wattage. And so this is the mod, this is the tank, just to let you know. And you can twist this thing here. You see that? That opens the airflow. So the more open that is, the more airflow you're gonna get. And then you want to look at this. So you shouldn't vape when it's empty, but I do anyway, but it burns your coils pretty quickly, and nobody wants to keep buying coils, even though they're not that expensive. Oh, I'm breaking out. They're not that expensive, coils, which is this like metal thing inside of there. I don't know, you can see that, but the metal thing inside of there, that's the coil. And I have a mesh coil, and it also on the coil will tell you the wattage as well, and like all these little symbols on here that it has, like, I don't know if you can see that, but it has all those different things next to the battery right there. Well, those same symbols and stuff are on your coil, so it'll tell you if your settings you can look at that to make sure your settings are right. So yeah, I vape on 80 watts. This is as high as this can take, like this part can take, but this thing goes like super high. Like, let me see how high it goes, because I actually don't remember, but I know it goes incredibly high for wattage. This thing vapes up to 177 watts. Like, I don't want to vape that high. Like, I know I don't want to vape that high. But yeah, like I was saying, sorry, I got a phone call. I would never want to vape that high. I can just, as soon as I barely suck in, like, I feel all that vapor, hot vapor, hit my fucking tongue, and I don't like that. And that's vaping on 107, and you can kind of hear the coil or taste like a burnt coil taste. So always vape on what you're supposed to be vaping on, because you're gonna burn your coil like crazy. But that's how you get super big clouds with this type. So if you want those big clouds, find you a coil and tank that can take that higher wattage. So this can actually screw off like so, and you just screw it off like that, and yeah, so it just comes off. And this part can actually detach from this bottom piece, but it's gonna let all the oil out. But if you want to clean it, which you usually don't have to, but if you want to clean it, or when you get ready to change your coils, that's what you would use to take it off with. I keep mine super tight because I've had bad issues before in the past where I brought this thing to work, had it in my pocket, and next thing I know, I have a whole bunch of vape juice soaking my shirt. So yeah, because I have shirt pockets because I wear scrubs to work. So to fill this up, you're gonna take off this top piece like that, and it has 3 holes, and you're gonna put in one of these holes on the ends. You're just gonna open that bad boy up. Love this flavor. If you guys want to see like a vape juice collection, I will be more than happy to show you what my vape juice collection looks like. And you're just gonna squeeze that in there. Not everyone likes to fill theirs up, but I like to fill mine up because usually I'm using it when I'm driving, and I don't want to be filling this up and driving. Also, don't be filling it up while you drive because you can get a ticket for distracted driving. Just wanted to let you know. And you're just gonna screw that right back on, just like that, and then it is full. So now when you get a new coil, you just want to make sure that you are lubing, I guess that's the term for it, like lubing it up, whatever. So the coils have these like little mesh holes all around it, and you're gonna lube, like put a little bit of vape juice in each of those so that you don't burn your coil. And when you first put it on, it's gonna ask you a new coil, and I put no because this is an old one, and the settings are already pretty much set. Now with this one, if you press this top button 3 times, 1, 2, 3, it's gonna ask you like the fit, and then it says 1, 2, and 3. Now 1 is just like smaller clouds, 2 is for more flavor, and 3 is for like bigger clouds. So I'll show you like a difference. So, oh yeah, and then if you tap it 3 more times, it's gonna like ask you what type of metal it is. So you can put it on titanium, nickel, or steel, I think, stainless steel, whatever. And then it's gonna ask you like the temperature, 315 degrees Celsius. So yeah, 80 watts. Let me show you what it's like vaping. And then if you press it like 3 more times or another time, it'll turn off. So let me show you. And let me do it facing this way. I gotta wipe out all the other ones because I want an accurate reading on it. So that's vaping on 1. So let's go back. Let's vape on 2. That one's supposed to give you the most flavor. Now let me vape this way. As you can see, the clouds aren't that big. And on 3. And this is, let me clear this out again. This is vaping on the 3rd one. So yeah. So that's what it does. And I fiddle between 1 and 3 because it says 3 is supposed to give you the biggest clouds, but I feel like 1 might give you the biggest clouds. So yeah. And each time you press it, you're gonna burn your coil. Like every time you go through those settings, you're having to press this, which sets off this to vape. So you can hear it burning. Not really burning, but like it's doing what it would do if you were inhaling. So all you're gonna do when you vape is you just go like this. And blow it out. And you can do different tricks and things like that with it, like blow O's and French inhale and all sorts of stuff. But I just blow simple big clouds. I like that. That's my thing. Some people are like cloud chasers and some people like tricks or tricksters. So it's really up to you what you like. And you can also pick your mod and your RDA or whatever type of tank you want based off of what you want to go after. If you're mainly into taste, you might want to go after a smaller mod. And if you're into clouds, you probably want to go after a bigger one. So then let's talk about charging it. So I never charge it off of the USB charger. I literally only charge my batteries. These are the type of batteries they take. They're like $10 a piece, and the batteries actually do run out. So yeah, every time they die, that doesn't mean you need to buy a new one. That just means they need to be charged. So what you want to do is, when it's time to change your batteries, I have an extra set here, and I just have this black cell, and it has 4 slots, so for 4 batteries, and I change them out every like 2 times. So like every time this one gets low, and I usually go like 2 days without changing my batteries, and I vape quite a bit. Sometimes I can go 2 days, sometimes I can go 1. It just depends. If I'm out with my friends a lot, I'm probably gonna change it that day. But if I'm just going from school to work, I can last 2 days. And when you plug it up, it'll show you the voltage and how much longer they have to charge and where they're at in their charging stage. So these are really good. I got this for free, so I don't know how much it is. I got it because the vape shop that I went to, he said the package was already open, and if it was malfunctioned, then he didn't want me to be paying for a malfunctioned battery charger. So yeah, get you one of these. Yeah, so as far as cost of these, I recommend going to multiple different vape shops and trying things out, because I know for a fact like Charleston e-cig charges like a lot higher than majority of the vape shops that I've been to. So try a bunch of different vape shops. Don't just keep going to the same one unless they're like the only carriers for a juice that you like, then you can go there. I only do 3 milligrams of nicotine, but you can go higher. But if you are trying to quit smoking, I recommend just going straight to 3 milligrams. I feel like you wouldn't miss it. So yeah. If you guys have any more questions for me about vaping, just let me know. in the comments down below, and like and subscribe to this channel and like this video, and thank you so much for watching.